Welcome into the North Rink here at the rinks in Hauppauge. First varsity game of the evening. With warm-ups underway, the Middle Country Cougars and the Ward Melville Patriots. Good evening, I'm Brady Campbell, joined alongside Rowan Laddick. Running the board for us tonight, and Sam Musnick on the camera. Gabe Takuri as well as operating our socials. Be sure to follow at LI Sports Network. So for both these teams, it's the second game of the season. Middle Country battled against East Islip, but fell 5-3 back on the 17th of September. Declan Monkwitz led the way with 2 goals. Ian McGee had one as well. 2 assists for Steven Graziano, and the starting goalie in that was Andrew Martens. Dropped the game and picked up the loss. Meanwhile, for Ward Melville, a hard-fought 2-1 victory over West Islip back on the 15th of September. The goal scored by Tyler Curley as well as Jack Frisch. In the victory, these two teams met last year 3 times. Ward Melville picked up the victory in all 3 of those games. They outscored Middle Country 24-10. But we'll see if the new and improved Cougars can find a way to pick up the win against a tough Patriots squad. Coming into this hockey game, just game number 2 on the season. And it's a kind of a new look squad for both these teams. For Ward Melville, they have 11 players coming in from their JV team. A few others from around as well. A couple Eastport South Manor JV pickups. They have a Northport Huntington and a Connecticut Sayville JV pickup. For Middle Country, kind of a similar story. More from other towns, other teams if you will. They do have 3 coming in from their freshman team. They have a JV ESM pickup in Anthony Clements, and Luke Rayleigh for Ward Melville has joined their team after being with ESM along with Ryan Sawicki. So we'll see how the new faces fit in for both these teams. The Cougars bringing back familiar faces between the pipes. It will be Kenneth Bridgeford Jr. as well as Andrew Martens. Martens started game number 1. Bridgeford looks like he will get the nod tonight wearing number 1 for the Cougars. And then on the other side, Andrew Stempel got the start in the first game. He's 1-0-0-0. He was with the Ward Melville JV team last year, sitting at a nice 1.00 goals against. But Declan Heffernan from St. Anthony's JV Black has joined the Patriots squad, and he usually wears number 52. However, tonight looks like he's wearing, I don't know, maybe Andrew Stempel's practice jersey. It says number 37 on the back, but that is Heffernan between the pipes. He will get the start for Ward Melville. Patriots will be in the home white uniforms, trimmed in green and gold. They'll go left to right on your screen to start period number 1. And Middle Country going right to left in the road navies, trimmed in red and gray. As the puck is down, we are underway, and the Cougars win the opening faceoff. And the puck's deflected along for McGee, and Ian McGee, strong start to the season, picked up his first goal last time out. We'll dump it in and chase after it. McFadden, though, took the puck away. Michael McFadden coming up from the JV squad, turns and shoots off a stick and behind the net. Back the other way, Declan Monkwitz, number 5. Have to keep an eye on him. Picked up 2 goals in the losing effort. Tries to stretch it ahead, pass just out of the reach of Michael Martorello. He's wearing number 9. He was another player coming from the ESM JV squad, a very good team last season. And they'll lost a few key pieces as Monkwitz got run into that time, allowing Ward Melville to take the puck back. That was Patrick Burke coming from Northport Huntington JV. Shot whistles wide. Martorello has McGee ahead of the play. Couldn't sauce it through. The pass hit Burke. Still catching up to it. McGee, and he scores! Ian McGee, his second goal in as many games. sneaks one past Heffernan, and Middle Country takes the 1-0 lead. Didn't have the breakaway, but won the puck battle and just shot it towards the net. Might be one Heffernan wants back. But McGee from Grayson Benoit, who got a touch on it to pick up the assist. And so a good start to this game for Middle Country. Getting the early 1-0 lead, and here they come back in. Chance from the outside. This time it's stopped by Heffernan. This will allow some time here for Warden Melville. It's chipped ahead by Kazarik. And back behind, taken by Middle Country as they complete a change. Stretch pass ahead. Turnover at the line, though. Back the other way comes Warden Melville. Dumping that one in is Jack Frisch, number 44, as his team completes a line change. Middle Country tried to catch them napping. It's deflected into the zone by Logan Norris. McFadden tried to chip it on for Benoit. Or excuse me, that is number 58 of Warden Melville. Couldn't quite get to it. Down the ice it goes. Catching up to it is Clemens. It's knocked off his stick, though. Goes behind Ward Melville, back on it. Trailing early 1-0 here with 12 minutes to go. McGee on goal, save Heffernan. And he will hold on with 12:06 left in the period. So Ian McGee already with a couple chances. Gets on the board again. Face off here, controlled by Middle Country. McGee thought he drew a penalty, goes down to the ice we play on. Stretch pass out of the zone, gets by Dylan Damiano. And so it gets knocked back in. Damiano gave it away. Chance for Middle Country again. Inside out move. Unable to hold it was Andrew Conjema. But he's helped out by McGee. What a start he's had. Turns another on goal. Save made by Heffernan. .27 left here in the opening period. Still a 1-0 lead for the Cougars. Trying to pick up their first win of the season and just their second game. Last year finished towards the bottom of the standings. Picked up a few pieces, if you will, this year, especially from that ESM team, and looking to get back towards the top. Monkwitz. Rosengold stumbling down to the ice. We have a penalty upcoming here, I believe. A tripping call against Monkwitz, perhaps, I believe, against someone on Middle Country. Or, no. This is going to be against Patrick Burke as he was sliding into the boards. Took down Monkwitz, so instead it's a power play for Middle Country already with the 1-0 lead. Looking to expand upon that. Off the draw, though, it is cleared back out to center. Be interesting to see how this Cougar team operates now without their star player last year, Harold Stauffer. Has moved on here from the SCHSHL. Another player, though, however, here on the power play is Eddie Orban, as Martorello shoots one on goal and a stick save. Another try from that circle. Left pad stop, Heffernan. Monkwitz gets himself free, center point. Number 5 in Navy takes the shot, stick save. Comes to Martorello. Martorello, good cross-ice feed. Behind its intended target, a shot. Blocker save. Another try from Martorello gets blocked. Pretty good shift here on the power play. Can't beat Heffernan, though, and it's cleared all the way out. Eddie Orban coming from the Middle Country freshman team here all the way up to varsity. Back in come the Cougars. 40 seconds left on the man advantage. Back to the point, Norris holds it in. Down to the half wall. And the corner starting pass just tapped wide. Rebound try up high. May have caught a piece of the iron. Heffernan fought it off. Turnaround shot goes wide. And getting to it and slamming it around the boards, James Fisher. Not out though. More pressure here, Ryan McMillan. Goes to Martorello. Just 8 left on the penalty. Martorello. Cross-ice feed gets behind McMillan. That'll do it for the power play. Pretty good power play. Unable to find the back of the net, however. And here's Steven Graziano. Pass across. Martorello fired it high. Ramps off the glass and back out. Norris gets to it. Both teams making changes. McGee. Martorello has some space over the line. Scores! Martorello catches a piece of the water bottle there as he snipes it high glove and gives Middle Country the 2-0 lead. Both teams making changes, and Martorello gets the pass here at the blue line. For Melville's defense couldn't quite catch up. And he's got a great shot. Buries it high glove. Martorello from Graziano. Middle Country coming to play tonight early here in the first with the 2-0 lead, where Melville coming right back to try and tie it. Cleared out here by the Cougars. Missed the net and be an icing. Almost to the halfway point here in the first. Faceoff will be to the left of Bridgeford. Hasn't seen much action so far. We'll see some here as a shot deflected just wide. Caught a piece of the apron. Here's Sawicki for Middle Country. Left the puck behind. McGee takes it. Goes back to Norris. Returns it to McGee. Banks it to Jackalar. It was knocked off his stick. And dumped back into the offensive zone by Frisch. Sawicki had some trouble there. Gave it up right in the crease. Pops out towards the point now. Down low. Back in. Try feed towards the front. Bridgeford the save. It stayed out and they score on the rebound. Chaos down low. Frisch bangs it home. And so after all that, Warren Melville does get on the board to make it a 2-1 game. How about this first save from Bridgeford? It looks like it's stuck under his pad, and then somehow that rebound stays out. I think Bridgeford may have had some help there on the near side post, but eventually pops out to Frisch, who made no mistake. They'll give the assist to Michael Lagonegro and Declan Farrell. So Warren Melville right back in it. It's a 2-1 game. Not even halfway through this opening period of play. Middle Country trying for the quick response. Fisher checks Sawicki. Orban tries to sweep it towards the front. It came out to the side of the net. Orban slid it just wide. Groshans tried to put it down low. It was taken away. And cleared back out to center by Lagonegro. Both teams completing changes. Orban in the skates of Sawicki. He didn't know the pass was coming. Couldn't find it. McFadden does. And leaves it behind for a teammate. That's Fisher. To McFadden. McFadden gets around one. Wheels turning over the line. McFadden couldn't step through. Follow-up try. Left pad save Bridgeford as he denied Tyler Curley, who had a goal in the opener. Came close there. Fisher gets taken down. Tripping call here. First power play of the game for Ward Melville. Coming up with 6.5 left in the first period. Trailing by 1. Face-off will be to the left here of Bridgeford. Much needed kill here for the Cougars after giving up that goal, and suddenly the momentum changing just a little bit for Ward Melville. McFadden kicked it ahead. Martorello, though, picked it off and dumps it right back in to kill off some more time. Fisher, though, leaves it for McFadden. It's Nathan Kircher, 2 minutes for tripping. McFadden back in. Stumbled down to the ice. Martorello to the blue line, not out, but I believe it hit someone on that middle country bench. So out of play, and the faceoff will stay in their end. With 5:55 left here in the opening period. Period moving by quickly, but not without its fair share of goals. Well, Melville wins the faceoff to the point. Shot deflected by Kazarik and just ended up wide. Two-on-one battle there in favor of the Patriots in the corner. Eventually comes to Monkwitz, though. He has some room to skate. Something you don't want to give him as an opponent. Drops it off. Shot just missed that far post. Nearly a shorthanded goal. Instead, it clanks off the boards and goes all the way back down. Martorello nearly behind the defense. The stretch pass he was caught up to. And the puck is dumped in. Figured out by the Patriots. Martorello, though, took it back. Just half a minute left on the penalty. And he spins and backhands one onto Monkwitz. Strong kill so far for the Cougars. Nearly at another break. Pass a bit too far. Still might have a look, though. Martorello was open on the near side post. Couldn't get the pass there. Now he has it at the bottom of the circle. Great feed out to Norris. Norris shot off a stick and wide. And just like that, we're back to 5 aside. Nothing really forward. Melville, they're nearly off to the races that time, though. And here is Kazarik. Kazarik pulls the trigger, just missed. Sweeping pass in front, picked off by McFadden. Excuse me, that's Martorello for Middle Country. Takes it behind, sweeps it out in front. Tap just wide. To the point it comes. High shot knocked down with a glove, it appeared. We play on. Norris leaves it for Clements. Clements check to the wall. And turnover. Norris in the slot. Save made. Rebound chip done. Heffernan makes that stop as well. And then gets the whistle. 3:42 left here in the period. Still a 2-1 lead for Middle Country as the flurry of goals has subsided a little bit here. Not without its chances. Face-off won by the Patriots and cleared down the ice. Here's Fisher. Skates to the head, keeps it moving. McFadden fights his way to the corner. Can't find the puck, though. And now he's checked to the boards, and Sawicki took it. Backhand pass. McFadden read it, got a stick on him, knocks it back out to center. Fisher. Nice vision there. Passes it on to McFadden. Trying to fight his way. Fisher dropped back. That allows pressure here for Sawicki. Drags and shoots, and he did score. He snuck it under the arm of Heffernan. Middle Country restores their 2-goal lead on a shot from the outside. Didn't have much room down the wing, just throws one on, and yeah, it sneaks right under that arm, it looks like, of Heffernan, and he looks skyward. I think he wants that one back, but Middle Country throwing pucks towards the goal, and they now have a 3-1 lead. Brody Jacquillard from Nathan Kircher. Back in come the Cougars. Another shot, this time in and out of the glove. Centering pass off the outside of the goal. Cougars still applying the pressure here. 2.5 left in the period. Trying to bring their lead to 3. Heffernan got a piece. Bent down the ice by Ben Schleider. Here's Groshans. Into the zone, cuts back, tries to center, picked off. Clearing attempt though, blocked. And Conjema takes a bump. Now centering pass. Conjema knocked it to the corner. Period. And the Cougars have come to play tonight. Put up a 3 spot on Declan Heffernan and Ward Melville, who are still hanging in there as we head to the second period of play. 3-1 Middle Country. Will be right back on LI Sports Network. Welcome back to the rink. Start of the second period here in this varsity matchup. It's a 3-1 lead for Middle Country over Ward Melville as the Cougars look to pick up their first win in just their second game here. Middle Country 1-0 on the Ward Melville 1-0 on the season. Looking to stay undefeated, but not their ideal first period. Brady Campbell with you here tonight on the North Rink. Sam Musnick on the camera, Rowan Laddick on the board. Team switch sides here, second period. It will be Ian McGee against Bryce Paragoski. Paragoski goes forward with it and taken on by Kazarik. Coming sidestep the defender there. Warren Melville off to a good start here in the Ozone, trying to get right back in this hockey game. Trail 2-0. Got back into it and gave up another one. There's McGee on his own net. He got the scoring started with his second of the season. And here he is again. McGee to the circle, towards the slot. McGee just had it knocked off his stick by Inkland. Norris holds it in, skate to stick. Dealt with the oncoming checker, stays with him, moves down to the circle, fires one wide. Off the boards it comes, taken back by Ward Melville, but clearing attempt doesn't go anywhere from Luke Raley. Norris goes down to the corner. Inkland picked it off. Norris gloves it down, holds it in. Shot goes wide. And I should mention the goaltending change for Ward Melville. As Declan Heffernan's night appears to be done, they go with Andrew Stempel, who got the start last time out on September 15th in a 2-1 victory. Only allowed one goal, so they're hoping he can put up a similar performance to that as they try to climb back into the hockey game. So the offside against Middle Country. Back the other way after the offside comes Ward Melville, takeaway, and back ahead, here come the Cougars. Trying to grow their biggest lead of the night. So it is Stempel between the pipes there, wearing number 37. Shot on, and he fights that one off with the right shoulder. Unable to be cleared for the moment. Now the Patriots bring it back in. Pass out towards the slot, taken back by Middle Country, and they skated ahead. Konjema towards a circle. Ran into one of the Patriots who knocked him off the puck. That was Schleider. And now Farrell, Declan Farrell. Sweeps it right through the slot. No one home in the white jersey. So back ahead comes Sawicki. Drops it off. Some room here to walk into a shot. Left pad save. Konjema. Not sure if he knew what to do with it there. A big shot save. Rebound. Score. And the Cougars' offensive onslaught continues here early in the second. Off that rebound chance. Stempel had no chance. Konjema there basically almost had a breakaway. His shot was denied. And then the shot from Graziano, big rebound. Not even Stempel could stop that one as it was placed up perfectly into the roof of the net. And so Middle Country continues their offensive dominance here. And looking for more. Stretch pass on. Ian Groshen's the goal scorer. Monkwitz takes it behind the cage. Drags it. High slot. Shot off a stick. Doesn't end up on goal. Jackalar kept it moving. Backhand try. I believe that clanked off the post from the goal line. And then look out. Puck fired into the Cougar bench. And because of that, the face-off will stay in the Patriots' end here with 11:33 left in the second. Orban goes back to the blue line with it. Pass across to Groshens. Up top, deflected back out to center. Monkwitz backtracking, keeping it away from Curley. Return feed to him was in his skates. And it's shipped back out to center. Now Curley going to work in the offensive zone. Stumbles over the net. Takes the net off its moorings, and we get the whistle. Four new players out for Middle Country. Excuse me, they will make the wholesale change with the defensive zone faceoff. And McFadden wins it. Chance from the slot right off the faceoff. Stopped by Bridgeford. Here's Norris. Gets the return pass from Martorello. Skips one on goal. Big rebound again. And the try gets stopped by Stempel. This time he gets over. They did change that last goal. It was not Groshans. He gets the assist. Nick Mizzarella on the board with a goal. Number 82. As it's cleared down by Ward Melville. Down the ice, there will be a icing. So we'll do it again, back down by Stempel. First of 2 varsity games here tonight. Coming up next, the defending SCHSHL champs in action for the first time this season. St. Anthony's will do battle against Patchogue Medford as Norris got knocked down by Curley as Norris kept the puck in. Now he has some trouble with it. And look out, here come the Patriots. Curley centers it. Burke leaves it. McFadden scores! Tic-tac-toe for Warren Melville, and McFadden just able to sneak it by Bridgeford. That pass back to Norris, ill-advised, and could smell trouble. Burke with the nice drop to McFadden. He snuck the shot right under the arm, I believe, of Bridgeford. Cuts the deficit in half, makes it a 4-2 game now. And the Patriots will still a little bit of life here with 10.5 left in the second period. Groshans, as Middle Country, as they did last time, looks to respond to that Ward Melville goal with a couple of their own. Look out here, takeaway again. Kazarik from the circle, this time swallowed up by Bridgeford. And he holds on. .10:02 left here in the middle frame. Face-off won initially by Middle Country, but it's knocked deeper, and Paragoski keeps it moving. Centering pass didn't make it through. And now it comes hard around to the point. Right point knocked down, and still didn't end up on goal. Would have been a tricky one to handle had it did make it there. Back in, though, come Middle Country. A shot never made it through. McMillan held the line, just tries to backhand it towards the front to avoid a takeaway. But it ends up right back on the stick of Kazarik. Around the puck comes. Check delivered that time on Ward Melville's number 28, Ryan Sawicki. And Groshans chips it ahead and out to center. Schleider plays it ahead to late offside here. He'll touch up, and it's dumped in by Frisch. Cleared out, look out. Mizzarella has a step, moves in again, couldn't slide it past the left pad of Stempel. Looks like he may have had him, but Stempel just got enough of a piece of it to keep it out. And keep this game right where it's at for now. Monkwitz sidesteps 2. He brings it, and Stempel holds on. Face-off win for Middle Country. Monkwitz couldn't quite hold the line. And now a dangerous play at the red line. Nearly went the other way for Ward Melville. Instead, Mizzarella puts it in deep. Schleider gets to it. Checked by Mizzarella, wins the puck battle. Centers it in front of the slot. Shot doesn't make it through. Another try. Monkwitz on the backhand got stopped. Now the puck banked down the ice. Will slow up for no icing. So Graziano swings it to Monkwitz. He chips it back across for Graziano. Where Melville, meanwhile, on the change, have to defend the blue line. They get there. Mizzarella brings it back in. Mizzarella trying for the toe drag. Couldn't make it through. Halfway through this one. 4-2 lead for Middle Country. Martorello sees some space in front of him. He takes it. Tries to go to the backhand. It was checked away by Fisher. Cougars got to hustle back here on defense as the pass goes ahead for Frisch. Off the skate of Farrell. Martorello turns it around. Mizzarella with him. McFadden will catch up defensively. Drop pass though. McGee knocked off his stick. Shot on goal from a tight angle. Saved by Stempel on Martorello. Held in. Point shot. Doesn't make it through. McGee gets to it again. Centers it in front. Martorello chips it on goal in tight, and Stempel has it for the whistle. He's looked sharp since coming into this game. Keeps this one close at 4-2. McGee and McFadden to take the faceoff, and McFadden wins it defensively for the Patriots. Skied out to center, looking for the home run pass. Great defense by Norris. Well, he just played it ahead, and McFadden took it. Held it in the zone. McFadden tries to center. Couldn't get it through. Now Martorello stretches it on for Kongema. It's a bit too far for him. Now it's Inklin. Inklin, Curley touches it on McFadden. Has some space. McFadden to the circle. High shot, shoulder to the side by Bridgeford. Held in by Burke. McFadden touches it down low. Cleared out though. Martorello chips it around Inklin. But the first one on it will be Burke in the white jersey. Burke left it. McFadden takes it. McFadden to the circle. Clanks off the post. Looked like it got the outside of the high post there, nearly the crossbar. And out of play. Tried to sneak it. High blocker. Almost did. Next goal in this one, a crucial one. Middle Country hasn't been able to get that big of a lead. Their biggest lead has been 2 so far, as they've led 3-1 and 4-2. Or excuse me, they have led 4-1, but they let Middle Country back in the game. Paragoski trying to make it a 1-goal game again. His shot blocked. Kazarik ends up towards the point. Great pinch that time by Schleider. Otherwise, it would have been a good look for Middle Country. Tie up behind the goal. Taken by Kazarik for a moment. Still trying to find any skates there. Worked free and skated out by Middle Country. Shot on from the blue line. In and out of the glove of Stempel. Held in here with 5 minutes left in the period. Schleider. Groshang steps up to hold it in. Here's Kazarik. 1-on-1 to the circle. Drops it. Turn feed down past Kazarik. Paragoski will get there. And Kazarik wins that battle off the post. Slid it along the ice. His teammate jumping out of the way. Didn't appear that Bridgeford saw all of it. Well, big hit there. Takes the stick out of the defender's hands, but still numbers down low for Middle Country. Now, Ward Melville evens them up as the pass hops the stick of Monkwitz and back out to center. His team in the change, this will be offside. He never recognized the players going off on the wrong side of the blue line there. Otherwise, he had some speed coming in over the blue line. Face off 1-2. I'm now playing lefty goes across for Graziano. Shot on bouncing puck, save Stemple. Mizzarella behind the net, good cut. Trying to shake free of the defense. Goes up top, Graziano holds it in. Back down Mizzarella, turns off the half wall. Out to the center point, Monkwitz left point. Slap pass down, Groshans, what a play. Save made though, and then the rebound chipped off the outside of the net. Orban back on, a save by Stemple. Orban checked into the boards by Fisher. Centering pass, almost got all the way through Mizzarella. It pinballs around, Mizzarella centers. Orban shot. He was checked as he let it go. Monkwitz unable to hold it in, but saved a potential breakaway the other way. Offside again. And doesn't appear to be happy with the call. That time it was close, but it was offside. Here's that latest chance for Monkwitz. He has the puck right there. Good slap pass to Groshans. Good defense as well. The shot muffled. Safe Stemple. The rebound was chipped just wide. Middle Country has come close to restoring that 3-goal lead. Put in deep Mizzarella. And Inkland get there simultaneously. To the point. Held in by Jacquelard. Gets a circle. Save made. And cleared out. This will be icing against Ward Melville. So face off with 2:53 left. Comes back down near Stemple. And a crucial final couple minutes here of this period. As back in comes Middle Country. Burke drives, centers, it finds its way all the way through. They score on the rebound. And just like that, it's back to a 1-goal game. Ward Melville not going away. Tyler Curley is on the board tonight. That's Burke with the net drive, centering pass. Missed Curley. McFadden, though, got it on goal. And then the rebound was jammed in by Curley. Meanwhile, back in come Middle Country. Now watching their lead slip away here late in the second period. Trying to restore a multi-goal lead. Inkland in neutral ice. Down the ice it comes, cleared out. Inkland back on it. McFadden. That could have been a 2-on-1 if Groshans didn't get in the way there. Curley, second of the season, had one in game number 1. McFadden. Chipped out, goes down the ice, and this is an icing against Ward Melville. .144 left here in the second. Another try, I believe that caught the stick of Stemple and goes over the net. Back ahead come the Patriots. Kazar chips it in. Kazar curls, cuts back, centers it in front, off the post, and the rebound getting over is Bridgeford. That close to a tie game. Schleider towards the net, deflects, knocked down, still loose in the circle. No one can find the rebound. Schleider again, blocked. What a save by Bridgeford. Got the right pad on it. Couple point shots from Schleider, bouncing around. Somehow don't end up in the back of the net. And finally, Middle Country clears, and then they have a 2-on-1. Shot save, Stemple along the ice. Made the stop. 45 seconds left in the period. Suddenly going up and down here. Plenty of chances for both sides. Grosjean stood up. Schleider goes hard around. Mizzarella off the bench. There to hold the line. Half a minute remaining. Grosjean's creeping down. They feed it to him. Right toe save by Stemple. Keeps it a 1-goal game. Chip back to center. Flip deeper by the Cougars. They complete a change. Perhaps one last rush here in the period for Warren. Melville take away Mizzarella. Gave it up. Kazarek, just 5 left. Feeds it ahead. Can they get a shot away? No. Time runs out. Great effort, but recognizing the lateness of the period. Good hustle as well by Steven Graziano to take that opportunity away from Paragoski. Or excuse me, that was Luke Rayleigh. That'll do it for the second. We'll take a quick break. Be back for the third. We got a hockey game. Middle Country with the 4-3 lead. We'll be right back on LI Sports Network. Don't go anywhere. And we are back for the start of the third period here on LI Sports Network. It is a 4-3 lead for Middle Country after 2. They had a 4-1 lead at one point in that second period, but back-to-back goals for Warren. Melville has them right back in this hockey game and looking for more. Pass to the point. Farrell. Shot goes too high. Look out here. Ramps off the glass and out. Hustling to it. Inkland. Big strides there to keep that from being any more than a possible 2-on-1. Brady Campbell with you here on the North Rink at the rinks. Rowan Laddick on the board and Sam Musnick on the camera. Monkwitz had 2 goals in the opener, playing defense tonight. Kept much quieter in this one. Puck goes down the ice. It slows up, no icing. Should be a fun final 14 minutes here. If you're just joining us and missed the opening game of the night, freshman battle between the defending champs of Smithtown Hauppauge Red and Sachem. And that game was a 3-2 overtime win, with just 20 seconds left in overtime for the Bulls. After trailing 2-1 in that third period for only a few minutes before they tied it. They had the 1-0 lead for a few minutes in the first before Sachem tied it. That was a thriller. This game's doing a pretty good job following it up, though. Looks like the Cougars could be a few minutes away from getting out of that period up 4-1, if not 4-2, and maybe on their way to a victory, but they're sweating a little bit here in this third now. Melville applying some pressure as well. Pass taken away though and cleared out. Could be an icing. It slows up though, so will not be. And Ben Schleider gets back on it. Curley deflects to the head, bouncing puck. Turned right back around by Melville. Drop pass just out of the reach of Martorello. Lifts a stick though and stays with it. He has possession. Goes cross ice. Clearing attempt, glove down. McMillan at the point, goes across to Logan Norris. Logan Norris slaps it on, saves Stemple, the rebound. Poke checked away. Cleared by the Patriots, puck catches an edge, nearly rolled on goal, but will miss wide for an icing. .12-13 remaining in period number 3. Reminder coming up next, defending varsity champion St. Anthony's against Patchogue Medford in their first year back in varsity. Kajema gonna drag it to the front of the net. Comes out, here's Kazarik. Kazarik has had his chances, hasn't been able to bury one. A phenomenal player though that they brought over from mainly Melville freshman. Played a couple games though with the JV team as well, as the shot misses wide there. And he picks it up coming back the other way. No points as a member of the JV squad. Look out. Rayleigh had a stick lift. Kazarik chips it right back down the ice. Kept away from Rayleigh. Back out to center. Kajema keeps it moving. Mizzarella has his shot deflected to the corner. And chipped out of the zone. Mizzarella has, as of right now, the game-winning goal. Here's a chance, inside out, moving, and Kajema got drilled. He pops back up, but Fisher has a roughing call upcoming. Kajema had his head down, made a nice move. Just had to make one more on the goaltender, but did not see the Fisher train coming through. But a pretty dangerous hit there. Thankfully, Kajema's okay. Fisher, crucial penalty here with 11:01 remaining. His team trailing by 1. And now they have to kill off a roughing minor. And the face-off won by Middle Country. McGee. Groshings. Excuse me, that is Graziano down for Monkwitz. Graziano, McGee pops out, takes his place at the right point. Down to Graziano. Monkwitz calling for it. The pass a bit too far out of his reach. And it comes all the way down the ice. Monkwitz pass deflected by Mizzarella. Coming back around, it gets popped out to neutral ice. Applying the pressure is Sawicki. Back in comes Martorello. Tries to drop it. Take it away for a moment, but then McGee wrestled it back away from Frisch. Comes to the near side. I believe that clearing attempt hit the ref. Now Mizzarella on goal. Save made with the stick of Stemple. 1 minute left here on the power play. Monkwitz slides it down Martorello. Backhand to forehand. Goes up top. McGee. Down low Martorello. The righty settles and fires off the high glass. Wraps around the wall and out. And luckily for Martorello that Melville was in a change there. Mizzarella onside. Takes the shot right pad. Saves Stemple. Mizzarella wrestles it away. Backhand spins forehand. Missed the net. Martorello with 20. Puts it behind Mizzarella. Check to the boards. Turning and firing are the Patriots. They'll go all the way down and take off just about all of the remainder of this power play. Martorello over the line. Back to 5 aside. Gets turned around. Goes cross ice. No one home. McFadden off the bench. Chips it out. Here's Fisher out of the box. Tried to spring Curley. Could not. Curley, though, chipped it and swung it towards the front. Behind Fisher and picked off. Middle Country back in. Wrap around try. Unable to get the shot away, though, and then two players collide. Backhand pass. Goes right back on the tape. Shot blocked and will clear the zone. McMillan across for Norris. Martorello took the stick right out of the hands of Burke, who goes to retrieve it. McFadden gives a check to Martorello. Norris turns with it. Check to the boards by Burke. Held in and a shot on. Save made by Stemple. McMillan turns with it. Checked away, McFadden. Picking up the speed, under 8 minutes left in the third. McFadden. Nice move and then fired one wide. See it, McMillan stumbling down to the ice. Burke retrieves, puts it in the skates of a defender. Finds it again. McMillan with the check. Pass behind Burke and back out to center. Chipped away. Could be a potential break. But hustling back was Frisch. Sends it ahead, Burke. Paragoski to his left. Has a teammate going to the goal. That was Rayleigh, and Burke put it wide. Firing hard around and all the way back out to center. McMillan. Kazarik chipped it away. Timothy Kazarik sidesteps one. Gets around Mizzarella. Skate to stick. He'll have to get it in the corner, and Norris locks him up. Mizzarella hard around. Fisher off the bench. Gets to it. Fisher. Cuts back. Backhands it towards the front. Paragoski got it on goal with the redirection. Right pad save. Giveaway in the neutral zone. Mizzarella has to wait for his teammate to touch up and does. Drops it Orban from the outside. Save made. Stemple. Rebound from a tough angle. It's covered. Paragoski got us so close to a tie game. Past the halfway point of this third, 6:40 remaining. Ward Melville up next, the 29th of September. They'll face Connecticut Sayville for Middle Country. They don't play till the calendar flips, October 1st, 9:20 p.m. against Sachem. Game against Connecticut Sayville is at 8:10 p.m. puck drop for Ward Melville. Giveaway down low, a centering pass though to no one in the white jersey. And that puck was held in. Farrell for a moment did a great job of holding that in. Centering pass hops the stick of Clemens. Back the other way, Sawicki. Over the line. Gets checked. Farrell picks it up and had a man coming. It was just behind Frisch. Frisch already with 1 goal tonight, 2 on the season. Here's Sawicki for Schleider. From beyond the center red, dumps it in. Good outlet pass, and here comes Middle Country, 3-on-2 if they push it. Jackalar drops it. Orban, McGee from the circle. Glove stops Stemple. Not clear though. Orban shot blocked, and then the rebound was out of the reach of McGee. Look out here. It gets cleared out. This is Farrell 1-on-1. Farrell couldn't knife his way through Groshans. 5 minutes remaining. Monkwitz with numbers. Monkwitz shoots, blockered into the netting by Stemple. We get a whistle with 4:55. All that's left. Offensive zone draw, won by Middle Country. Graziano holds it in, goes down Martorello. Martorello to the circle. Backhand, and Stemple may have gotten the piece as he lifted it over the net. Jacquillard takes it free from that battle along the kick plate. Martorello shot, big blocker save. McGee on the rebound, centers it. Swung away from the goal, and Monkwitz will have to play it back in neutral ice. Look out, Ward Melville makes an ill-advised change. Jacquillard over the line, McGee now, as the Patriots scramble back into position. And a check there delivered. McFadden taken down to the power play. Will go Ward Melville. They get the extra attacker on as they bring it in. And we'll get the touch from Martorello. It's a tripping penalty as McFadden was taken down. 3:58 remaining. McGee will go. One of the better players, too, for Middle Country. Taken off the ice here on the penalty kill. And a golden opportunity for Ward Melville to get this game level. McFadden will take the face-off against Mizzarella. It's one back. Clearing attempt, though, held in. Fisher takes a shot off the skates of Mizzarella. And back out, and then he nearly took that pass away, and he would have been in alone. Martorello for Mizzarella. They'll just put it in deep. McFadden. Michael McFadden over the line, takes the shot. Blocker save. Fisher holds it in, goes down for McFadden, turns, sweeps it wide of the goal. Mizzarella gets to it. As no one was there for Ward Melville, but he's checked at the red line, gave it away. Here's Curley for Burke in the slot. Off the post! That's about 2 or 3 at least tonight for Ward Melville. Middle Country was able to get the clear halfway through the penalty. Burke over skates, was able to body off Mizzarella. We get a whistle. I believe there might be a penalty. Too many men, perhaps? Or to see what happened here, I believe that might be the call. With 55 seconds left on the power play for Ward Melville, it's possible that it might be 55 seconds here, 4-on-4. The faceoff is in their end, and they do put 2 minutes up on the board. It is too many players on the ice against Ward Melville. And that is a crucial penalty. Inkland will go to serve. And we will have 55 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey, but be a minute 5 of power play time with just 2:53 remaining in the hockey game for Middle Country. Brutal blow for Ward Melville, but for the time being, plenty of room to operate. And Monkwitz is taking advantage as he sweeps behind the net. Being watched by Sawicki. His pass blocked and just swept out of the zone. It will slow up, no icing. 2.5 left. Look out, pass, takeaway. Fisher. Sawicki tries to step up. McFadden holds it in. McFadden to the circle, cuts back, dishes it across. Down low, Fisher, backhand, Fisher, McFadden in the circle. Shot blocked by Monkwitz. Perhaps too much passing there. 2 minutes left. As Middle Country dump it in, they go to the power play for a minute 5. Under 2 minutes left, though, and we'll see how aggressive Ward Melville gets as that shot goes wide. Big rebound, pops right through the crease. Fisher skates it out. He's checked, though, so lost the puck. Look out, Kazarik, the steal, scores! 96 seconds left, a shorthanded goal. It was only a matter of time for Kazarik. We are tied at 4. Fisher applies the pressure. Kazarik takes the puck. And the defender getting to him. Just had to let that shot go, and he beats Bridgeford. Still 44 seconds of power play time for Middle Country after this timeout as Warren Melville will try and set up their penalty kill now. A 3-goal lead by Middle Country has now been fully erased by Ward Melville. Very similar to last night at Madison Square Garden, in which the Rangers had a 4-1 lead going into the third period and lost in overtime. It is only preseason, but I had to say it. .96 seconds left in the period, and this stunned Cougar team has to regroup here. We still do have the man advantage and an opportunity to steal this one in regulation, which obviously could be crucial down the stretch as well. The McFadden with Fisher, Rayleigh, and Curley on defense. McGee will take the ice with Mizzarella, Martorello, Norris. And it looks like that is Jackalard. Here's Mizzarella over the line. Glove save Stemple. Mizzarella can bring it. Nearly answered right back 11 seconds later, but the glove save, he gets the whistle. 33 seconds left on the penalty. Martorello shoots through traffic. It goes wide. Stemple is trying to fight through the screen there. And McFadden just eating the clock, keeping it to the boards. Mizzarella eventually takes it free. 15 left on the penalty. Norris down low, takes it behind. Watched by Curley. Drops it behind the net. Excuse me, that was Fisher. Now here's Curley. As we enter the final minute of the game, it's cleared out, and a successful kill for the Patriots. Inkland goes to the bench. And so we are tied at 4, back to 5 aside. Giveaway. Patriots, Fisher to the circle, scores! Comeback complete, 40 seconds left. Ward Melville leads. They tie the game shorthanded. They get the kill. They get the takeaway. And similar to the tying goal, Fisher is a bit more wider out there towards the boards, but he sneaks it past Bridgeford. And now 40 seconds, and for the first time tonight, the Cougars are going to have to play catch-up, and they do not have much time to do so. No timeout, we play on. Puck is down, it's cleared. On goal, sticked away by Bridgeford. Monkwitz takes it. Keep an eye on Bridgeford. Half a minute to go. Monkwitz brings it in. Bridgeford still in the net, centering pass. Got deflected on goal, poked away. To the point, held in. And just 15 left. Bridgeford hasn't even moved from the crease here. It looks like they're just going to play 5 aside. It's backhanded out with 10. Last chance. Monkwitz back on it. Over to McMillan with 5. Only time for one more shot. Mizzarella offside with .9 left. He looked like he would have gotten one last shot at it from the high slot. Now you're going to have to basically shoot it off the faceoff to even give yourself a chance here, but I'm not sure if the Cougars are going to have time to do that. Faceoff will be just outside the zone. Puck is down, and what a win. 4-1 in the second period. The Patriots storm back and steal a regulation victory out of the grasp of the Cougars. 5-4 the final. They were down 4-1. Mizzarella's goal with 12:11 left in the second made it 4-1. McFadden scored less than 2 minutes later to make it 4-2, and then it took until 2:40 left in that period to get back within one. McGee went off for tripping late in the third, a chance for Ward Melville, but with 55 seconds left on their penalty, they get too many players on the ice. They go down short-handed after the penalty to McGee expires, and Timothy Kazarik ties it with 1:36 left. And then with just 40 seconds left after killing the remainder of the penalty, James Fisher from Michael McFadden is the game winner. What a first two games here on the North Rink. We still have one more varsity game left. The defending champ Friars of St. Anthony's against the Pat Med Raiders. We'll have that for you momentarily here on the North Rink. But one last time, Rinks and Realities with Travis Quigley and Paul Trentini. New episode this Friday with special guest Joe LaChase from Farmingdale State College Hockey. Be sure to tune in to that one coming out this Friday wherever you get your podcasts. But for Gabe Takuri running our socials here tonight, Sam Musnick on the camera, Rowan Laddick on the board. I'm Brady Campbell signing off from a thriller here on the North Rink. The final score, the Warren Melville Patriots 5 and the Middle Country Cougars 4 in regulation. Thank you so much for tuning into the LI Sports Network here, and have a good night.
You're clear.